We are one of the gayest and geekiest podcasts / now video casts. What do they call that? What do they call video shows on the internet?
Isn't it still a vlog?
Vlog? I think
know.
vlog is no
But I mean,
longer in
honestly,
favor.
there were no other shows here, so fuck it.
Yeah,
we
the
are
only-
the gayest and geekiest show in
There we
this
go.
bar right now.
There we go. We are here. We are going to do an interactive trivia game show, and it is going to be not unlike, I don't know, NPR's Ask Me Another.
Don't get us sued.
We're not going to get sued.
I mean, they're not for profit radio, but they might have lawyers somewhere nearby.
They do have lawyers. No, we're very big fans of things like Ask Me Another, Wait, Don't Tell Me.
We're
Hollywood
real
Game Night.
nerds when we're just like, what game shows can we list? This NPR show? This NPR show? Yeah.
We are, though. It's true. So I'm Brian. Hi. And this is Pat.
He's our fearless leader. I'm your talking bearskin rug.
Pat does everything. I don't really do much except stand here now and sort of try to look nerdy. And then he does everything else, so it's all up to him. But like I said, we are streaming live. This is Flame On. We are a podcast. If you like what you're hearing, if you like what you're seeing, if you want to know more, flameonshow.com is our URL. We're on iTunes, Stitcher, yada, yada, yada.
Anywhere, pretty much anywhere you can find podcasts, you can find us. Just look for Flame On, and you'll find us. You can see some of our
Who likes
past
Trixie Mattel?
episodes.
Wait.
Oh,
Who's
whoa.
booing?
Whoa.
Oh, wait, is that Ariel? Oh, that was Ooh. Okay, that's good.
I did not say Sharon Needles. It is not Cheers from Ghosts that we're looking for, okay?
Oh, shade.
Oh, that's what she says. When she gets up there, she says, you can boo for me, because that's boos are just cheers from ghosts.
I don't like Sharon Needles, I'm going to be honest. I kind of filter her out.
Wow. We will never have Sharon Needles on our show.
I'm really not.
Good job.
It's okay.
This is what happens.
So this is a game show version of our normal geeky discussion podcast. We're going to have a lot of fun, exciting guests coming up here. But again, we need participation. So if you are interested in participating, we need 2 people for each round. And we're going to start our first round right after this. So
you get to see some interview skills as well.
Oh, yes.
Because we're going to talk to our guests. We're not just going to bring them up and be like, all right, here's a game. You're going to get to meet some of our guests. We've got some great guests. Would you like to list the guests we have coming in?
Okay, so we have from another show that I am loosely, well, not loosely, we're loose, but we're affiliated with the Comic Book Bears podcast. Bill Zanowitz is here, right over here. We have Chrissy Cummins from Sci-Fi Explosion. We have, and this is kind of huge, okay? I don't know if you know this. We've been doing this podcast since 2011. Way back in the day, we started with, 5 of us, 4 of us? I don't know. But one of our members,
who knows?
42, yeah. There was this guy, we called him the Question, because his identity was obscured. And we loved that it was like a mystery, it was like a superhero. Well, he's here today.
We think he was just trying to avoid federal charges.
Well, there's that too. But he's here today, and he's ready to come out. Well, he already did, like years ago.
He came out like 4 years ago.
More than 4, honey. Oh my God, he came out when he was like in the closet, like a little tiny little toddler.
Bitch came out of the womb.
Joshua Yehl from IGN, The Question from Flame On. He is here tonight. We're very happy to see him in person.
Sure.
I was too.
You were in the womb that long?
Seriously.
Damn.
Our mothers are talented.
Girl.
So
I did not know you were part elephant. Good job. I'll take it from here because the next guest is one of my faves, and I've just met her. If you've listened to our recaps, Oral and I have started doing a weekly recap of All Stars. God help me, why did I ever decide to do this? I swore it was going to be a 10-minute show every Monday. Be like, bitch, what happened? Okay, who got sent home? All right, cool, we'll see you next week. An hour later.
It's compelling content.
An hour later, we're done with each damn episode. One week it was an hour and a half, because God help me, we had to talk about stupid people making death threats on the internet.
Oh, Fifi.
But I have mentioned this queen's reviews and recaps of Drag Race for like, what are we on? We're about to do season 9, so like 4 years now.
I've been hearing about
3
for a
years,
while.
whatever it's been. From Geeks Out to Queerty, now doing our own thing on her own website. Ariel Italic from Brooklyn is here.
Oh my God.
I am super excited. Yas, Queen Work. Yeah. I do it for Ron because he loves when I go, yas.
Ron does love that.
He does.
Oh, honey.
And finally did she just walk in the bar? Yes. Look at that. Yas.
Yeah. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
We'll say yes after.
I'm like, wait a minute.
I'm saying yes after
I'm like,
the name
this
is
is dead air, and it's bad enough on the radio. It's worse when it's on video.
Don't they have
we're just standing here
Don't they
looking
have
like
plugins to get rid of dead air?
Sure.
That was the thing.
And our fifth and final guest of the evening has done many a thing. She's done work with the Moth. She has released her memoir. She has been a fantastic stand-up comedian all over. And she is now the current host of NPR's, current and only host of NPR's Ask Me Another. Miss Ophira Eisenberg is here with us tonight. Yes! So we have five of probably our favorite people here tonight with us to do this show. And we've got a great group, a loud group, a rambunctious group of people.
Thank you.
Right here in the bar. You can't really see them on camera because I don't, we're not that high budget that I've got somebody with a camera
single cam
rig.
One cam.
Yeah. And it's kind of dark in the bar. It's mood lighting because,
It's a bar.
We got to look sexy in the
Bell
dim
House.
lights.
We don't get all the fancy stuff that NPR provides.
No. But we're going to go ahead. We're going to get the show started. Are you guys ready for a good show?
I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
I think y'all could do better. I know some of y'all been here and have been drinking. So let's try this again. Are y'all ready for a good show? That's what I like to hear. Because even though there's four of you here, we like to make the people at home believe that there's more. Just kidding. All right, we're going to bring up our first guest. I am going to leave the stage. Why am I going to put my drink down?
I don't know.
We're going to bring our first guest up here. He's going to have his Oprah moment with Brian first before they play a game. If you would like to play in our first game, I'm going to be down here by the computer. Just come on over. We've got prizes to give away.
So many prizes.
You probably will win a prize even if you don't win the game.
Seriously, you will. You will.
You will.
It's so much. So Chris Cummins and Zan Christensen from Northwest Press gave us a ton of swag. So please.
And if we run out of prizes, your prize will be my voice on your home answering machine. But only if you actually have an answering machine. And it's analog, not digital. I want tape, all right? All right, let's go ahead and bring Bill Zanowitz from Comic Book Bears, etc. on up to the stage.
Come on down.
Yeah, do these two chairs.
Okay. Oh, for Bill and I?
It's darker on the
All right.
Do the middle one. Bill, do the middle one? No. Oh, this is fun.
All right. So again, truth in advertising. Bill and I do a podcast together. It's called Comic Book Bears. Our brothers Steve Morey and Justin Allen could not be here this eve, but they are with us every so often.
Yeah.
So Bill, I got to ask you, what else? So I know you're a podcaster. You've got Comic Book Bears, Thundercast, still sort of.
Thundercast has been on hiatus. But at some point we'll start it up again.
I figured it was coming back when the Thundercats.
At some point.
Not Thundercats. Thundercats. Thunder Agents. So we also have the I can never say
UK PNW at 40 podcast.
I don't know how many of you are music nerds, like the two of us at least, and Chris. But it's a great show. And if you're, what era would you describe it as covering?
Well, what it's doing is it's taking punk rock from the UK. And we're celebrating it on its 40th anniversary, so as close as I can. I'm trying to release episodes on the day that particular concerts took place, particular records were released, and it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, and it's my first time going solo.
I can't even
on
understand.
A cast.
So a solo podcast doesn't make sense to me. So I'm impressed. I'm really impressed, and it's compelling too. And then you do Nick and what's the Tito?
The Tito and Bill Good Time Hour. Yeah.
So that's not hiatus, or is that?
No. That's every so often. That's my good friend Tito Gutierrez from Los Angeles, and every so often we just talk for an hour about pop culture and stuff.
Nothing wrong with that. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of what Flamon does. So now, Comic Book Bears, real quick, elevator pitch, comics, bears, the two of us.
I mean, yeah, the Comic Book Bears podcast, we've been billing ourselves as hairy, heavy homos who talk about comics, but you don't have to be a hairy, heavy homo to listen in, and judging from our listenership, that certainly is the case.
Yeah, we have a lot of heterosexual listeners, which is great.
It's great.
Obviously, but it's also kind of, okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. And then
biggest surprise,
all of this, and you wrote a comic book with Mark Parman?
Yeah, I'm with Mark Parman. He has an online comic called Grizzly and the Bear Patrol, and a couple of years ago we did a prologue to it, and this past year we finally released it. And, geez.
You got it with you?
Yeah.
He's got it with him. Of course he does. A successful Kickstarter campaign.
214%.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Very well done. Yes, that's applause worthy. In this day and age.
You know, I have to say, it's something that initially started as a bucket list thing of like, I want to have a comic of my own. I kind of have the bug now, and can I announce the next comic that's happening? If anybody listens to Comic Book Bears, we recently lost one of our co-hosts, quit the show, Matt Brossard, and he's an artist who goes by the name of Fuzzbelly. You can probably see him on the internet, and we are going to do a graphic novel about a new romantic band in 1980.
Oh my God, that's perfect.
So
that's totally in both of your wheelhouses. I love that.
So that's going to be the next one. But this one is Crime Fighter Inquiry. If you want to see me, I have copies of it. My other half would love to see these out of the living room. So I would appreciate that.
I may or may not have an appearance in there somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I don't remember what page it's on. But all of this, you do all of this, and what's your day job?
I'm an attorney.
So seriously, how the hell do you? I have a lot of things going on. I'm not gonna lie, but you outdo me. You have so many like oars in the fire. It's ridiculous. Is that a metaphor? Oars in the fire? No, that's not the right metaphor.
Well, luckily, I kind of transitioned out of regular practice, and I work in anti-money laundering and anti-terrorist financing consulting.
Because that doesn't sound boring.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like.
No.
Yeah.
Sure, you're never busy. Just
I'm never busy
buttons.
at all. And if you know what client I have, you'd understand.
Oh, Lord.
How busy.
Well, Comic Bears is a lot of fun. We really enjoy recording it. None of us are in the same space. We're all doing it through Skype, which is its own kind of hell and fun. Mm-hmm. It's actually good in some ways. But it's great. And if you like comic books, deep, nerdy comic discussion, that's your show.
Right.
All right, so
we're also, I think you can back me up on this, we're a fairly positive podcast. It's not angry old man like,
the only exception I will make to that.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen the show Gotham? Anybody seen it? Okay.
His rants on Gotham are kind of epic.
I admit, I'm not caught up. I kind of stopped watching, but I may go back because people were excited about how ridiculous I ranted about Gotham, so I got to bring that back.
It was so good.
So we're going to play a game. It's called One of These Things Is Not Like the Other. Does anybody remember that from Sesame Street? Totally stealing that. I hope HBO doesn't have lawyers here. No? Good. All right, but we need two contestants. Who wants to play this? I'll give you a little suggestion. There's 3 choices and one of them's right. That means you have a 1 in 3 chance per question. So I see.
Come on, that's the easiest section on the SAT.
Come on, seriously. Come on up. Just you're first. Come on up. You sit right here with us. Come play. You have to beg. So, what is your name?
CJ.
As I pretend like I don't know who you are. Oh no. Oh goodness.
Oh yeah.
Are you smarter than a drag queen? That's what we're calling this now.
I am not.
Oh. All right. So way it's going to work, we're going to ask 5 questions. We're going to pass the tablet back and forth. You get 3 things, and just like, did you watch Sesame Street back in the day? Which of these things is not like the other? You have to tell me what stands out, what's not, what doesn't belong. I don't remember the rest of the song. It's been like 30 years or something. All right. So
now, if someone who's on mic doesn't get it right, does the other person have an opportunity to steal?
No. So we're doing this just one person.
Okay.
But we can help. We can, if we feel capricious, if we feel, I don't know, magnanimous, whatever these fancy words are, they just wrote it down for me. We can help you with clues. My help. But at the end, we'll tell you the right answer. All right. So here we're going to start. Oh, you said your name.
CJ.
You're CJ. I have no idea who you are.
Nope, never.
You're not. I've never met you before in my life.
Not once. Nope.
That's all true. and my lawyer is at Trump Tower. So, number one, Law and Order, Huge, and Big League. So I'll do it again if you want. Law and Order, Huge, and Big League. The question is, well, I can't tell you the question. The hint I will give you is it's not what you think. But it might be what you've watched. You like how I did that?
What I watched
might be what you've watched.
Would it be Law and Order?
No.
Because I've watched that.
You have watched that.
That's what I'm saying.
So what I was going for here, so you're picking the thing that does not belong. So when I said watched, you weren't wrong. Like, Law and Order is a TV show, right?
Yes.
All right, it's also a thing that Trump said. I know there's a little bit of a, I was trying to play for both. But, you know, believe it or not, Huge was also a thing that Trump said.
Oh, my God.
And it was also a TV show.
Gotcha.
This is, I had to look this up. So the one that stood out is Big League. Big League was a gum, right? You guys remember Big League Chew? Yeah. But it was something Trump said, but it was not a TV show. That was a bit hard. I'm not going to lie. I probably just was drunk watching the debates. So I think that was foremost in my mind. All right, let's move on.
For all of that.
I know, really.
Who didn't need to be.
Yep.
Okay, this next category.
No, don't say the category.
Which I'm not saying a category.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I'm just saying. So one of these is not like the other. X-Men, 3D Man, Spider-Man.
3D Man?
That's correct.
Woo! Yes! Yes, mama! So
I get the
those were animated Marvel heroes. So that was what didn't belong. Very good. Very good.
All right.
CJ, you're losing to
Yes,
just
thank
saying.
you.
All right, and that's okay. The next one, I will give you three things. Karnak. I'm not doing Karnak, you know, the Johnny Carson character. That was Karnak, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Quicksilver and Gorgon. You're just going to get all the hard ones. This is a very comic booky question. This is called Fan Feud. I mean, we tried to make this geeky, but you know.
Gorgon?
No. But I appreciate the attempt. The answer is actually, and this is a hard one to give a hint on, Quicksilver. I don't know if you know this, but the Inhumans are a big thing right now in comics. If you go to New York Comic Con this week, oh, by the way, New York Comic Con is this week. Gee, shocking, I know. Why are we here? Oh, yeah, that's right, New York Comic Con presents. The Inhumans will be, I'm sure, majorly focused on at Marvel's booth. And there was a thing with Quicksilver, right? You've seen in movies, Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch? Like, he was a mutant, right? Like, it was an X-Men. But he's not a mutant anymore. But he's not an Inhuman either. It's the confusing thing about Marvel. I don't get it. All right, anyway, so no.
But he was married to an Inhuman.
He was married to an Inhuman, but I don't, unless, like, well, I won't even go there. All right, we'll just,
Okay. So
no Inhuman is in her.
we'll go to the next one. Oh, you better get that back.
Sorry,
Apply
technical.
various filters to your search.
I hate Samsung device. Okay.
Oh, Samsung.
Yes.
Superman, Judge Dredd, Cyclops.
Oh, yeah.
Judge Dredd.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect, and he's got to explain it.
So, again, this is probably harder than I thought it would be. That's never happened to me before. These were songs about superheroes.
Don't talk about your
I won't, not hear it on a microphone. So the only superhero, of course, you know all the superheroes, right? The only one that didn't have a song written about him is Cyclops. Am I wrong? Because you're the music nerd.
I can't think of a song about Cyclops.
But there is a song about Superman, of
a
course.
song about Magneto.
There's a song about Magneto.
Yeah.
Judge Dredd is in a song. I think it's a metal song. It's a metal band.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's okay.
There's a few
You're
from
still
the
winning.
Yeah.
You're still, yes! All right, okay. That was yours. All right, so CJ, you're going to do better, I think. I hope. So the Guardian, Deathstroke, and Hawkman.
And I'm going to do better.
I think so. Let me give you a hint. Again, these are things you might have seen. I don't know. CJ, I love you. I don't know you, but I love you. So again, it's The Guardian, not like the newspaper, but it's not. Deathstroke and Hawkman.
The Guardian?
Vodka?
His answer was The Guardian.
The Guardian. You're
And
right.
he's correct.
Oh my God, you are right.
All right.
I am not incredulous.
Totally
This is not me being incredulous. But you're right. Yay.
I can't
This is
believe
good.
it.
So you're on the board. We're 2-1 now. All right.
And explain to him what the two were like.
Oh, of course. These were superheroes on TV. All of them, but The Guardian, have had TV appearances, live action TV appearances. Hawkman on Smallville.
Mm-hmm.
And
Legends.
And Legends. Oh, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, of course. And then Judge Dredd, of course, in the movies.
Deathstroke.
Oh, Deathstroke. Oh, God. I'm mixing
And
categories.
Guardian was set to be John Diggle, and at the last minute, they created another one.
Yeah.
Okay, you got this one. Pearl, Zircon, Alexandrite.
Girl, you better get this one. You might know this from another thing you have seen and or sung
earlier today.
in the
Zircon.
That's correct.
Yay!
Those
Good
are characters
job.
on Steven Universe.
Yes. I had to put that in there. All right. Now, the good news about this next question is there's actually 2 right answers. I shouldn't probably tell you that, but it's true. So, charisma, nerve, and intelligence.
Intelligence.
Now, why do you say that? This isn't.
Because
You
he
got
does
the
have
question
nerve or
right.
talent?
All right. So right. Cute, charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent are what? They're the RuPaul.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I also would have accepted nerve. Do you know why?
What?
Did anybody play D&D here? Anybody roll D20s? Yes. So D&D stats include charisma and intelligence, but not nerve. So you got it right. Good job.
Yay.
It's like a Rorschach test, really. Do you know RuPaul? Do you know D&D, or do you know both? If you know both, well, I'm already spoken for, but I'm sure you're going to be very popular.
Okay, ready? Corellia, Nibia, Bespin.
One more time?
Corellia, Nibia, Bespin.
Nibia?
That is correct. Those were planets in Star Wars.
Very nice. Very nice. Well played. Well played. Oh, man. You're very nerdy. I love this. So, CJ, I hope you...
I totally wouldn't have gotten this one.
You're going to have to dig deep here. I really swear these aren't that hard. Don't be intimidated if you're not, sure about coming up here. All right. Bite, Sark, or Crom? I'm so sorry. I thought I should have gone with something else. I'll give you a hint. There was a movie, this is based on a movie in the 80s. Characters from that. There's been a resurgence of interest a couple years ago, or like 4 years ago.
3 or 4 years ago.
They made a sequel finally. And it's a Disney property. They have in Disney Shanghai, there's a ride about this whole movie. Does this help? This helps?
You're making him more scared with everything you say.
I know. He's good at
What were
that.
they again?
All right. Bite, Sark, or Crom?
How about Bite?
You are right!
Yeah, I knew it!
Bite is not a Tron character. You are right. Good job. Good job. Oh my God, you guys are. This is getting too close. We're at 4, I believe 4-2 right now.
Yeah, super close.
Super close. This is like the election right now, Donald and Hillary. All right.
Okay.
One more question. This will decide the election. I mean the contest here.
The Flash, Obsidian, Anole.
Or Anole.
Anole?
I don't know. Whatever.
I've been pronouncing it wrong for a couple of years then.
Is that your final answer?
No. Do you want me to repeat them?
Yes, please.
The Flash, Obsidian, Anole.
The Flash?
You are
You're
correct! Oh my God! Oh my God, you totally just won. These are gay superheroes, and The Flash, as of yet, has not come out. I will just leave it at that, as of yet. Congratulations! That's awesome. So glad you won. So we have prizes for both of you. Do not think anyone's going away empty-handed. I want to give thanks to both of you. You guys were great contestants. The prize stash is down there. Pat is going to, I think, try to do some kind of prize distribution there. He's working on it now. But thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Excellent. So glad you did it. And Bill, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much, Brian.
So Crime Fighter Inquiry, what's the new book called? Do you know yet?
Right now it's called 1980.
Okay. And the
Right now.
Kickstarter's coming.
Yeah,
someday.
before the end of the year.
Excellent.
And also, I'm sure Chris will talk more about this, but I will be back here on Thursday for an event which Chris will go into some detail.
Yes. Tales from the Toy Box. We won't forget.
All right.
All right. Now, Chris Cummins, come on down. Yes. Thank you, Bill. Let's give it up for Bill Zanowitz, guys. Woo! All right. We are moving along because this is taking longer than I thought. That's okay.
Hello, Brian.
I know people who work here. It's okay. Hi, Chris.
How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
How's everyone out there? Yeah!
That's
what
here.
we like to hear.
They're still here.
That is what we like to hear.
Are there people on the internet watching? Who knows?
Hello, Internet.
So, I met Chris 3 years ago, I think, here. I think.
It was at one of Bill's event here.
Yep,
yes.
Yep. The very first time I was here at Rockbar in 2014. We had a great show. It was lots of fun, comic book fairs. And then you were gracious enough to invite me to one of your events here at New York Comic-Con Presents. Not Super Week anymore. Okay, good. Good. No one's here from Repop. And this event is near and dear to my heart. Tell us about the thing coming up tomorrow night.
Yes. Okay. So tomorrow night, Brian, Bill, and I are going to be at the Way Station in Brooklyn, which is Brooklyn's official Doctor Who bar, which is fitting because it is the 3rd annual Doctor Who costume and trivia contest.
Oh my gosh. 3 years.
So it's going to be, if you're a Doctor Who fan, you're not going to miss it because people go all out with their costumes. And Brian, as well as Bill, are both going to be my co-judges for the costume contest portion of the evening.
I got to do this last year, and I had so much fun. Oh, my God. Being surrounded by Whovians in a bar with alcohol and a TARDIS bathroom is pretty much heaven.
Doctor Who fans are intense to begin with, but if you throw alcohol into the mix,
it gets
is
obnoxious.
Fantastic.
Oh, sorry, you were going for that. Yes, it's fantastic. It's so much fun. No, it really is fun. They're very polite.
It's a good time.
Doctor
so we'll
Who
be
fans
there
are polite.
tomorrow.
So you're doing that tomorrow night. I know Bill alluded to, and Bill is certainly a co-host of Tales from the Toy Box. What is that?
Bill and I, and probably a few people in this crowd tonight, are big fans of vintage toys. So Thursday night's going to be basically a tribute to toys from the 60s to today. And we have a lot of great toy giveaways. We have speakers like Bob Joy, who's like a comic expert, and he works for Alex Toys. We have Ed Cato, who is kind of in charge of the Captain Action brand these days. And we just have a great amount of people who love toys, who love talking about toys. Nostalgia ahoy. It's going to be a great time.
Billy still coming?
Yes, and Billy, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, okay, and Billy Brooks. Can't forget Billy Brooks. He's coming all the way out here from L.A. He's one of the producers of Con Men. He's worked on the Star Wars films, so yeah, that's legit.
Billy is super adorable. If you're a fan of the hairy, hirsute, homo type like Pat and I, Billy is amazing. He's super sweet. He proposed. Wait, did he propose or get proposed to?
I'm not sure, but there was a proposal involving Billy and his...
He proposed to his now husband at San Diego Comic-Con, which is really sweet.
And it made kind of
at a panel
big news when that happened.
It was pretty adorable. So it was lots of fun. Billy's going to be there. So now one more question.
Yes.
Sci-Fi Explosion, tell me what that is.
Sci-Fi Explosion is kind of a very fun video variety show that I do sometimes in New York, but most often in Philly. I'm a big sci-fi nerd, and this is kind of a tribute to the weirdest and most fun aspect of science fiction.
I love the videos you put together. They are bizarre and amazing.
Thank
I
you.
sit there and I just go, I know that. I don't know any of that. I know that. No, I don't know that.
There will be a new one tomorrow for the
man.
Doctor Who show as our intermission.
Cannot wait. One more thing.
Yes.
Are you guys comic book fans? Anybody comic book fans out there? All right, who reads Archie comics?
All right. Wow. Okay.
Josie and the Pussycats? Tell them what you did.
Okay, I wrote the Josie and the Pussycats just got a relaunch. Archie is in the process of doing this new Riverdale relaunch where they're basically updating the characters for kids who grew up with them. So they have like really high class talent like Mark Waid, Adam Hughes, and they just relaunched Josie and the Pussycats. And I wrote a essay for the first issue,
That's so cool.
providing the history of Josie and the Pussycats. And I just did one for the second issue, talking about the men of Josie and the Pussycats. So that'll be out in a few months.
That's so cool. I'm excited.
As anyone who knows me will tell you, I'm an Archie comics freak.
No, you are.
I'm a huge fan.
I was trying to get a friend of our show, Dan Parent, here
Dan Parent is
Archie
fantastic.
Archie off with you because you two would explode the Archieverse here.
I'm a massive fan of his.
But instead of that, and I was going to do an Archie theme thing, of course, we're going to do a Doctor Who thing. Who likes Doctor Who?
Doctor Who fans!
Exactly. So we're going to do a Doctor Who themed contest here. We need 2 participants. Don't be scared. These are even easier, I swear.
You don't have to be a hardcore Whovian to participate.
You have a 1 in 2 chance.
Yeah,
50-50 odds.
50-50. You can't beat those odds.
A dice roll. Well, actually, it's probably less.
You can totally beat those odds if we're talking about the presidential election. But other than that,
that's true.
Yeah, come on.
Who wants to do it? Don't make us beg. Doctor Who.
Doctor Who. 2 fans. Come on up. Come on up. Come on up.
Embarrass yourself.
Prizes. Doctor Who.
Hey.
Doctor Who. Doctor Who.
Hey.
The TARDIS. Doctor Who. We won. We need one more. Please come on up.
All right. Well, what we can do.
Yes.
We can give you the first 5. And then we'll bring the other one up and do the second 5. How will we do that? To keep things moving. Oh, wait. No,
do we have?
No.
Oh.
All right.
Okay.
So the idea here is the name of this game is. Hold on, my tablet just did something. Is there a doctor in the house? Witty, I know. You're gonna tell me if this thing we tell you is a illness, a medical condition, or a Doctor Who alien. Okay, are you with me?
Right.
Yep.
I hope I didn't steal this from another show. I don't think I did. I really don't think I did, but I didn't.
And I want to steal this for my
you
Doctor
can
Who
steal
fan.
it,
Yeah.
but if I stole it, then it's all worse.
Okay.
All right, are you ready? Are you a big Doctor Who fan? What's your name?
Rob.
Oh, you're Rob. I know you. I've met you before. I don't know you. I don't know Rob.
We have a second. Hey, okay.
Okay, we may have this.
Hello.
This, she might be a ringer. I don't know. Now, who are you?
My name is Ophira Eisenberg.
Oh my God! You have the same name as one of our other guests.
Oh my God!
That's
All right.
amazing. What
That's
a coincidence.
fantastic.
I just know how the game works. I'm not saying I know anything, but I can play 50-50.
Exactly.
That's the spirit we're looking for.
Somebody might have
Very
hosted
good.
the show before. All right. So we're gonna alternate. All right. We'll alternate. All right. So Rob first. The Makra. And just because I put the in front of it, don't assume that means anything.
Alien.
Okay. Do you know when and where they are from in the Doctor Who series? Not for bonus, just for shits and giggles.
Tom Baker time?
You're close. It's the 2nd Doctor, he's the 4th, and then the 10th Doctor as well. But you are right. It is an alien
They're
race.
giant crab aliens.
Good job. Very good. Very good. Okay.
Yeah, I love the Makra.
And again, you can put the in front of it if you want, but you got it right.
The achalasia.
The achalasia. Now, I have a bit of an edge because I've had a lot of illnesses.
Oh, no.
And I'm going to say the achalasia is not an illness.
It's not.
It's a villain.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh no!
It is actually and I'm going to quote here,
Yes.
a disease of the muscle of the lower esophageal body and the lower esophageal sphincter that prevents relaxation of the sphincter and an absence of contractions or peritonitis of the esophagus.
You're welcome.
I've never relaxed, so I understand why I've never had that.
Yes.
Aw. Appalachia.
I would have went with Alien 2, by the way.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Seriously. These were good. Okay, Rob. Sutek.
Oh, that's an alien for sure.
And,
That was definitely Tom Baker time.
you are correct.
Yes.
Very good choice.
Yeah.
That was an Egyptian. You guys can clap all you want. Clap all. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Egyptian alien from the race of the Assyrians. And do you remember who the companion was? The companion. You only have a couple. No.
Romana.
No. Keep going. Keep going back.
Sarah
Jane.
Jane.
Of course.
Oh, Sarah Jane.
Exactly. Oh, Sarah
We
Jane.
love Sarah
She
Jane.
is fantastic.
Uh-oh.
So touch sensitive.
All right, I'm just going to...
No, you're fine. I'll hold it for you.
Okay, there we go.
Number 3 or 4.
Plasmaton.
Illness.
I'm sorry.
What?
Yeah. Oh,
What are
I
you
feel so
talking
bad.
about? Don't feel bad. Just say it's
Okay.
an illness.
It's
It's an illness, but I'm lying. I feel bad. Like, oh,
All right.
all right.
Tell them where it's from.
What villain is
Fifth
it?
Doctor.
Did you know this, Rob? All right, Rob
yeah.
knew it. Rob knew it.
Humanoid blobs of protein held together by a psychokinetic field.
All right, let's be honest.
They're kind of the...
Some people have that.
Seriously.
I'll
Some
be
people
honest,
are that.
I kind of
I think
am
I
that.
dated one of those back
yeah.
in the day. I mean,
Yeah.
okay, Rob. I may butcher this. Hold on. Keratoconus. Conus.
That has got to be a disease.
You're right.
Come on, if you can't even say it, we know what it is.
This is all from like Google. The Googles. You're right. It is
Love the
Sorry,
Googles.
Rob, you got it right.
You're right. Oh, the next one you're right. A condition where the cornea bulges outward like a cone. This happens in people. Who knew? I didn't know. Wikipedia knew.
Okay. Thalassa major.
Could you please repeat that?
Yes. It's thalassemia major. I'm going to spell it. THALASSEMIA major.
Okay, I'm going to assume that there's not a villain duo where there's like a major and a minor. So I'm going to say that's an illness.
You're absolutely correct.
Oh,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Yes. Yes. Give it up for her. All right. So.
Wait. What is it?
Also known as Cooley's anemia, it is a genetic condition that causes a reduction in the production of hemoglobin.
That sounds shitty.
It does.
It sounds really bad.
It really does.
But it happens.
Yeah,
All right, Rob.
That sucks.
Proammonium.
Repeat that again?
Proammonium. This is hard to mess up.
Rob, it's a trap.
I'll say alien.
You are correct.
Oh.
And I assume you don't know where it's from.
No.
It is the 7th Doctor, cold-blooded alien from the planet Proammon, and his name was Kane, and the episode was called Dragonfire.
Sylvester McCoy?
Yes,
Oh, please.
Sylvester
Watch
McCoy.
that.
Yeah.
Wow.
7th Doctor is kind of.
Listen,
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I like all
It
the
went
Doctors.
downhill after number 5.
It did. You're right. You're not wrong.
I'm trying to figure out how that's pronounced. Okay. Aphelis.
Aphelis?
Aphelis.
Can we just talk about one thing for a second?
Sure.
Would you say that you are a major Doctor Who fan?
I would say that's accurate.
All right, so you're reading this word and you're having a hard time looking at it and pronouncing it for the
No
very
deductive reasoning.
first time.
Oh man.
All right.
Deductive reasoning will throw us all off.
Aphelis.
Yes.
God, that does sound like a villain, Rob. That does.
Should I
sound like
spell
a
it? I
villain.
could spell it.
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with illness.
You are correct. Although, as someone who's afflicted by this, I don't know if it's an illness, but it is freckles.
Yeah.
Freckles.
That's the fancy name for freckles.
I feel there's I may walk off at this point
No.
because I
Freckles,
feel like it's a bias
no.
against redheaded people.
I didn't write these. Who wrote these? They're not even here.
Brian, I thought we were friends.
I'm gonna name my next cat Ophelis.
That would be a cool cat.
That's a cute name for a cat called Freckles. I love that. Okay, Rob. Xerostomia.
I'll say a disease.
You are correct.
Yeah.
And it is dry mouth, which I am suffering from right now because I have not had a drink. No, dry mouth, of course, cotton mouth. It's the thing you get for a lot of different conditions.
I thought that was from the Key to
Thank
Time
you.
saga, but
I know, it does sound like it could be in that Douglas
Yeah.
Adams era, but no.
Oh.
All right, so one more. Rob,
Okay.
with a commanding lead. Sorry,
This one I can pronounce very easily. Hydroflax.
Hydroflax. Rob, you're gonna say disease? You might be screwing with my mind though. I'm trying to get the lead.
Could be.
Yeah, you're mind fucking me right now. I'm gonna say, but I'm gonna mind fuck your mind fuck. Disease.
No.
I'm sorry, it's the 12th Doctor, a king with a removable head, tricked by River Song.
Tricked by.
River Song, Alex
yeah.
Kingston's lovely character.
Yeah,
Who's-
River Song, sure.
Yeah.
Who's here at New York Comic Con? In fact, I know she's in a
I
panel.
thought she was here. I was going to
No,
freak
good
out.
Lord. No. But
Okay.
Thursday, if you go to her panel with Matt Smith and Jenna Coleman, oh my God, that is enough right there.
That's a dream team. Right?
You can ask her about King Hydroflax, the king with a movable head. So, all right, so Rob, congratulations, you're our winner.
Yes. But let's hear from both of our contestants who were amazing.
You guys were great. Thank you
and
so
I have a
much.
feeling we'll be hearing much more from one of our contestants later. I have a
think
feeling.
Maybe. I think so, maybe.
I have a feeling.
It's a good feeling. You want to do it now?
Should I go?
I was going to say you last.
Get off the stage, lady.
We saved the best for last. But no, thank you so much.
Thank you. It was a pleasure being here. Let's hear from Brian, everybody.
Everybody else I'm bringing up problem.
Thank you.
Now, again, Chris has got an event tomorrow night and Thursday night with Bill here. Thursday night's here, Wednesday night's at the Way Station. I will be there for both, so we hope you guys come down. I believe it is time to lip sync for your life. Oh wait, that's not tonight. That's Thursday, right? I know, Joshua's up next. Joshua, come on down. Woo! Again, I'm so excited. You have no idea. I haven't seen you since, when did I see you? Orlando, like a couple years ago? Yeah. You came down for MegaCon.
Like 2014.
Oh my God, stop it, so long. So, again, if you are a longtime watcher, listener of Flame On, you go way back. I mean, you have to go way back.
Back into the archives.
You have to dig.
The beginning.
This guy from the beginning was the question.
Oh man.
What was the reason for that again?
It's because I worked for a very conservative industry. I used to write instruction manuals for the military. And it was kind of uncomfortable having my name online. So I was like, call me the question, the hero with no face. But then eventually I was like, wait, that's stupid. I'm so gay. I'm not tricking anybody.
I'm so glad you came to that realization that the rest of us realized long ago. Seriously, when I met him at our mutual comic shop in Orlando, I was like, oh my God, I gotta have him on. He's the gayest geek I know. He's amazing.
Thank you.
It's a compliment. It's a compliment. So yeah, you came out. You revealed yourself to the world. You had been writing for IGN as a reviewer for a while, right?
I used to freelance for them for a couple years, and then I got my boss quit, and I took his job. I was like, I'll take it. I'll do it. So I moved to LA, and now I'm actually here covering New York Comic Con for the website.
That is so cool. And you did something really cool, and I'm so jealous because of course, you all know part of the reason we're doing this here is to raise money for One Orlando, which is the fund to the Pulse victims. And Joshua and I have a mutual acquaintance, in fact, someone you introduced me to, who unfortunately perished in that terrible tragedy with his partner, Drew Leonin. And we are, I don't know, your idea to get him into Star Wars is probably one of the coolest things I've ever heard of as a tribute. And we're trying to do this. We're talking more about the website.
No, yeah. It was actually on the way home from Drew's funeral that I was just thinking a lot about of like, what can I do to like honor the memory of like my best friend who was like senselessly killed, along with his partner Juan at Pulse. And like me and Drew, the thing we loved more than anything was Star Wars. So I started a petition on change.org to ask Kathleen Kennedy at Lucasfilm and Bob Iger, who runs Disney, to put a character into Star Wars, a gay character inspired by Drew, because that was like our favorite thing. Like we have like pictures of us at like Star Wars Celebration, and we would watch Star Wars, and we would watch like the riff tracks of Star Wars, and we would go to like Star Wars museums whenever they came through town in Orlando, and just we would do anything and everything Star Wars, and so I just thought that would be really cool. The petition we got on change.org has over like 10,000 signatures. I think it's over 11,000. Tons of support on every website I can name, like The Guardian over in the UK, BuzzFeed, Nerdist, like you name it, everyone covered it. And I still have yet to receive a response from Lucasfilm, unfortunately. And I've sent like letters of correspondence, just physical letters and everything to Kathleen Kennedy, just trying to get an answer. I've talked to like PR people and no response. So I'm still fighting the fight on that, but it's something we're trying to do for Drew. Yeah.
So the hashtag is put Drew in Star Wars.
Yes, put Drew in Star Wars. If you're hearing this, tweet something about put Drew in Star Wars.
I mean, Drew he contributed to Flame On's Star Wars discussion.
Yeah.
And drew album art for us for an episode. I mean,
it was incredible.
It sucks. I mean, put Drew in Star Wars.
The hashtag is put Drew in Star Wars.
DREW. Yeah, it's such a tribute, such an amazing tribute to him. So I'm really glad you did that. I really think that's amazing. And you're doing another project to benefit the Pulse victims. You want to talk about that?
Yeah. A comic book writer who you might know from the comic book Batwoman, who's a lesbian hero. He started asking people in the comic book industries. He's Mark Andreyko, and he started asking people to just contribute a 1 or 2 page story to a anthology collection called Love Is Love. And I think it's $10. It's being published by DC Comics and IDW Publishing. And all the benefits, 100%, goes to Equality Florida to help victims. The Pulse goes directly to them, not like other organizations that would like through adjacently help them, but it's like directly to the victims. And it's just like 1 or 2 page stories. Myself and an artist from Austin named Austin James. Oh, what did I say, Austin? Orlando, sorry.
Oh, you did. Which, if you haven't checked out Hollow Mountain, Austin James wrote and drew. It's beautiful,
He's
gorgeous.
a double threat.
It's sick. It's really good. I think it was that Image that put that out?
No, he self-published through Kickstarter. I think he's looking for a publisher to pick it up.
It's amazing.
So Image Comics, if you're out there, if you're watching this, like check that out, Hollow Mountain.
Oh my God,
definitely.
It's sick. It's a lot, very Brandon Graham. It's very Prophet, the new resurgence.
He loves Prophet.
It's evident. Simon Roy, like a lot of influences. It's great, and he's doing a story with you. That's fantastic.
Yeah, and the story it's really a tribute to Drew. It's very Star Warsian. We couldn't do actual Star Wars things, obviously, because of copyright. But it's very if you read it, you'll get the Star Wars impression from it. And and that book is going to go on sale in December. So keep an eye out. Right now, you can ask your comic book stores to order you a copy. That really helps if you do that in advance. Whenever you go into the shop next. So pick that up, and all the proceeds go to, and huge comic book creators, and celebrities like Patton Oswalt and Damon Lindelof from like Lost and The Leftovers. So tons of people are contributing, not just me. I feel like I'm actually kind of weighing the book down a little bit.
No, you're not.
Because who is that guy?
It's going to be an amazing anthology, and it's going to be it's so cool that they did that. And then Mark Andreyko, who he's just actually been announced on a new book. And of course, I just spaced on it. I'll remember. What is it? Death of Hawkman at DC Comics. Mark is super sweet. We haven't had him on the show yet, but I know we're going to, because when this starts to get close, we're going to trumpet it to the world, because 100%. It's such a great project. I'm so glad you're involved in it.
No, totally, yeah.
That's so cool. All right, so we are going to play Conundrums, and I picked this because you cover conventions. And this is all about conventions, of course.
The roving reporter.
The roving reporter. We did call you that. So we need 2 participants. Who we got? Anybody coming up? I see somebody who, again, I don't know, and I have no affiliation with whatsoever. Oh, and somebody else who I don't know.
Wonderful.
All right, so say your name.
Well,
Jason.
Even though it's on your shirt, which is lovely, and then you as well.
I'm Kathy.
Hi, Kathy.
Hello.
Thank you for doing this. All right, so these are going to be questions.
Yes.
Kathy. This is Joshua. We're going to ask a question, and we're going to give you 3 choices. You pick the right choice. Easy.
We were told 50-50. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, it's a little hard than that. Sorry about that. It's okay.
We also may have talked shit to each other about who would prevail.
We'll give you hints if you need them. All right, so I'll do the first one. This is important.
Is this for her?
Oh, sorry, this is for Jason. No, Kathy. Ladies first, of course. Which of the following fandoms has never had its own dedicated convention? Is it My Little Pony, Resident Evil, or Pokemon?
Resident Evil.
I'm sorry, but you're incorrect.
We both would have been wrong.
It is Pokemon because they've never had a convention. They've only had tournaments.
Oh, yeah. I go to those tournaments, so I would know that.
Literally, he does. It's kind of funny. I love that. All right.
It's funny, man.
It's hilarious. Oh.
Look, Charizard is a threat. He's tier 1. You know, watch out, mister.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so this is your question, my friend.
Jason.
So, not all conventions involve cosplay, unless you consider tweed and business casual cosplay. What was the longest continuously running political convention in the United States? 3 choices. The 2016 Republican National Convention, the 1980 Democratic National Convention, or the 1924 Democratic National Convention? What was the longest continuously running political convention?
Well, if you get it wrong, maybe I'll let you steal.
Go for a steal, because I'm probably wrong.
Oh.
1980?
Incorrect.
All right.
1924.
Correct.
She got it.
Very good. Very good.
The steal.
Don't
be afraid to ask for hints, because we can help you a little bit.
We're really
bit.
easy about that.
I don't know. I was trying to go with the tweed.
It won't help.
It won't help.
80s?
Okay. Growing quickly into the largest comic convention so far in the world, when was New York Comic Con first held? Was it 1999, 2006, or 2010?
2006.
Correct.
Whoa!
Very good.
Kick his ass!
Wow.
Fuck him up, Kathy.
Nice.
Is it 4? A confidence trick or con job is when a person attempts to gain the confidence of their target or mark in order to defraud them. Which of the following is not another term for a con? The hurrah, bunco, or gaffle?
So which is not, so this is a not, which is not a term for a con?
The hurrah, bunco, or gaffle?
Not gaff tape, that's something else.
I need more vodka.
Girl, don't we all?
Oh, Jesus. A hurrah.
I'm sorry.
That is not correct.
It is the gaffle.
What's a gaffle?
It's not a term for a hurrah. For a hurrah. I'm like transported back now.
I was thinking like, hurrah!
No, I know, right? I think it is related, but I don't think it was in there. All right. Number 5. Confetti. Confetti is typically thrown during parties or parades, usually when glitter is unavailable, which we would prefer. Exactly. Thank you. In which country was confetti first used?
Italy.
You got it right.
Oh my God!
Good job.
Wait. How did you know that?
It's an Italian word.
I mean, that's true. It is kind of. I said some of these were easy, okay?
She didn't even wait for the multiple choice. Oh my gosh. Okay, come on,
You're
man.
right.
Hey, you gave her a steal.
Get your act together.
You get to steal.
Okay.
Okay, if you miss one.
Well, you gotta get one wrong.
Yeah, God. Okay, the San Diego Comic-Con International is known for its media-focused, sprawling collection of venues and impossible hotel availability. What year was this convention first held? 1970, 1980, or 1990? 1970, 80, or 90?
I'm going to say 1990.
That is incorrect.
Jesus Christ. So sorry. It is 1970. It's old. They old.
Really?
They old. It's true.
Well, at least you would have gotten it wrong, too.
Okay. Comic conventions have been featured in several major movies and TV shows. Which of the following shows featured cast members dressed as zombies promoting at a convention?
Is there a multiple choice?
Yes, there is. I'm so sorry. Wow. I thought you were so good you didn't need it. All right. Big Bang Theory, Futurama, or The Real World?
The Real World.
That is correct.
Whoa!
Very good. Very good. Jason, come on, step it up.
Alrighty, here we go. This one's for you, man. We're gonna get this one. Drag isn't the only new spandex, but a rapidly growing performance genre around the world. Where is RuPaul's DragCon now planning its 3rd year? New York City, Los Angeles, or Orlando?
Los Angeles.
That is correct! Oh, wow! Very good.
It's about time.
Hold, please.
Hold on, we're rebooting.
We're rebooting.
So where are you guys from? Where are you from?
We're both from New Jersey originally.
We actually went to college together like 5 years
Oh
ago.
my gosh.
Oh my
Where
gosh.
at? What college?
5 maybe plus X, but yes.
In South Jersey.
Oh,
my
in South?
We were theater majors.
Of course you were. Of course you were. All right, we are almost there. Do you guys know about DragCon, though? Have you been there? Anybody been? Anybody been? I mean, we have a roving correspondent. Not you, sorry. You could go, too, though.
Wait, you got a new one?
Listen,
Who is it?
You've been gone for like 3 or 4 years. Of course we did.
Yeah.
Sean.
And?
You know Sean.
I don't know Sean.
I think you know Sean. You know Sean.
I'm gonna know Sean.
You're gonna take his place? Yeah, Sean.
We're witnessing the downfall, right?
Oh God, what's Sean's drag name? I forgot. Jess Ketting, of course. Jess Ketting is our roving correspondent. That's. How could I forget?
You have a theme song? Dude, I've been gone
Obviously,
a long time.
Joshua hasn't listened to the show since he's been gone. Just saying.
I listened to the one episode that I guest starred back on to let you know how I was doing.
Mm-hmm. All right, number 9, Jason. Oh, no, I'm sorry. This is yours. The world of gay gaming isn't new, but this convention, founded back in 2013 by Matt Kahn, recently held its 4th convention in California. What is
Gamer
it?
X.
Whoa!
And how did you know that? Which is correct.
Never mind.
Long story?
That was last weekend, actually.
That was this past.
Yeah, so I'm a big nerd. I play a lot of games, and because of Jason, I got to meet a lot of gamers here. I have another friend that works with Matt Kahn on Gamer X. So.
Oh, very cool.
And they're coming out east, actually.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
In November, Gamer X East, the first one.
Ooh. Oh my goodness, we have to come back already. That's awesome. Yeah, we love Gamer X. They're great people. We hope to get out there. Last question.
Do we even need to do it?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know, do we? We should.
All right, here we go.
You might get this one.
This science fiction convention, one of the first ever, rotates at cities around the world and hosts the Hugo Awards each year. Is this WorldCon, PhilCon, or DragonCon?
Just because it sounds fun. No, what were they again?
WorldCon.
With that one. We're going to do that one.
PhilCon or DragonCon?
The first one.
It is WorldCon.
Yay!
Correct!
And I might have shown him the tablet with the answers on that one,
but DragonCon sounded fun.
It is. No, it's.
Which one's that?
DragonCon is it's Atlanta.
That one is fun.
People get freaky.
It is freaky.
Freaky.
Game of Thrones.
It's great. So thank you guys so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Woo! Congratulations, though.
Yeah.
You're our big winner.
Thank you
prizes.
so much, man.
Good job, Jason. Good job, Hank. Oh, you got Mama Tits? Oh, my God. We have to thank Zan Christensen from Northwest Press. He provided half of these prizes. Chris Cummins from Sci-Fi Explosion provided the other half. So thank you, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
You are awesome, and we're so glad you gave us prizes. Thank you, Mr. Joshua, for coming back on our show finally.
Thank you, Brian. I call Brian my mama bear. He takes care of me. Occasionally I call him with problems.
Random.
And I'm completely at random. And especially late because he's East Coast and I'm West Coast, 3 hours difference.
I'm up late.
And I'm like,
okay.
Brian.
When are you gonna play Final Fantasy?
What do I do?
When are you gonna play Star Wars? You gotta play Star Wars Old Republic again.
We did play though.
Well, I'm playing.
Weren't you on the gay server?
Yeah, I'm still playing.
You're still playing?
I'm still playing.
Okay, I actually started playing WoW again.
Shut up.
We're
done. We're done.
Proudmoore, which is the gay Proud server. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, join me. My name is it's Sog with 2 G's. It's great. Yeah, but thank you. I miss you so much. I miss talking to you and the guys.
And you're doing a panel.
You and Eric and Jared and Oral.
And Oral.
I was getting to
You were
Oral.
getting there eventually. Yeah. No,
I do miss all you guys.
What panel
all the
are you
time.
doing? What panel?
IGN doesn't let me have a comic book podcast. That was the only time I ever podcasted about comic books.
Yeah.
So I had a lot of fun doing that, and thank you for having me.
Of course.
I miss you.
And you're doing a panel. What panel?
Oh yeah, I'm doing a panel at New York Comic Con. You can see me around if you're at New York Comic Con. Please, if you see me, stop and say hi. But the Boom Studios Power Rangers panel on Sunday morning at 10:45.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So
they're going to church for the Power Rangers.
Go look that up. Go come see me and say hi. That would be awesome.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Goodbye.
All right, now I'm turning this over to Pat because he gets the fun stuff.
See, let him go, and he just goes on and on and on forever. 4 hours later, we finally get to our last 2 guests. All right, Rockbar, you guys having a good time so far? Let's try this again. Rockbar, are y'all having a good time right now? All right, that sounds better. All righty, we're going to bring to the stage our next guest. And we're going to do a short little interview, and then we're going to play another fun game. Ms. Ariel Italic, come on up here. Give a round of applause for Ariel Italic, please. All right,
I didn't dress up for this.
It's all right.
I should warn you in advance that I've had more than the recommended daily allowance of Dayquil and more than the recommended daily allowance of tequila. So this interview is going to get real crazy real quick.
And that's how we like it.
You're welcome.
If you've never listened to our drag spinoff, Drag is the New Spandex, we appreciate a cocktail or 12. That's how we do it.
I'm at home. We're great.
Right? Exactly. We made sure we got the proper person for this show.
Oh, I'm not the proper person for anything. You were lied to.
Oh, all righty. Well, Ariel, I have talked about you on our show multiple times because of your amazing recaps of RuPaul's Drag Race.
Lies. All lies.
Hysterical. You are probably one of the wittiest and funniest recaps that I've ever read.
Why, thank you.
I mean, for me to actually seek out a recap, like write-up, that means something.
Well, I have a lot of opinions, and I can't keep them in, so as long as there's an internet out there that lets me pretend like people want to hear what I have to say, I'm going to keep saying it.
Well, good, because I am right there, and I strongly suggest if you have not done so, go find Ariel Italic on Facebook. Just look up Ariel Italic, like the fonts.
Yep. Ariel like the Little Mermaid, Italic like the font that's leaning sideways, or you can go to thenobodiesnyc.wordpress.com. That's thenobodiesnyc.wordpress.com.
I love it. I love it. When do you post the recaps?
Whenever I get around to it, honestly, because I'm not getting paid to do it anymore, so I just do it on my own time. It's usually up sometime. It's usually up by Saturday night.
Good.
But
all
like,
right.
you know, check Sunday, check Saturday, check when you're free. It's not gonna be up by the end of Friday because I have 5 jobs. Like, take it when you can get it.
Oh, trust me. That's why when we decided to do a recap, it wasn't about doing this like on Friday.
Oh.
We'll get this shit up by Monday, and you'll enjoy it.
Yeah, when I used to have it as like a job, I worked for Logo and Queerty to do their recaps, and I would have to wake up like crack of dawn the day after the show and make sure it was up by noon.
Ooh,
So the fact that those are funny is just because I'm running on lack of sleep. So
I love
it. 4 hours of sleep and me just waking up and like pounding 2 cups of coffee and just typing whatever comes into my crazy brain.
I love it.
So
I love it.
some of them are just incoherent, but people are like, "Oh my God, you have such a weird sense of humor." I'm like, "No, I didn't make any sense." Like,
you're like, I
woke up
didn't know
4
what was
hours
going
after
on.
they posted that.
All right, so we are super excited. I've talked to Oral about this, and he was sad that he wasn't able to come up to New York with us. Oral is the host of our Drag is the New Spandex series of podcasts. So he is super excited. We're going to have you on as a guest for a full episode so we can discuss your drag lifestyle.
Oh yeah, brace yourselves. That's going to be like a 4-hour episode. You can't shut me up.
Oh, good.
It's a problem.
Normally those happen when we're in our house, so it'll be fun when we do this. Because I'm sure you'll be on one end of it sipping cocktails, we'll be on the other end sipping cocktails.
Oh, I will have a whole box of wine.
And
a straw. End of list.
Love it.
But yeah, this is, I host shows. I'm used to this. Like, I'll just talk until you hit me.
All right. Well,
and then I'll grin a little.
So the thing that I was telling you this earlier before we went live at the show, I was looking for your recap, and I typed your name in, and I came across a Reddit interview or like spotlight on Ariel Italic with a little interview. And the thing that I wanted to ask you about, and we'll talk obviously more about other things, but the thing that I thought that was so awesome was your drag career started because of a lip sync challenge?
Oh yeah, so the Ariel Italic origin story is that season 1 of the Lip Sync for Your Life competition on Reddit was this thing, it was like a competition on YouTube and Reddit sort of based off of RuPaul's Drag Race, where they had like, I don't know, 15 contestants that were all posting YouTube videos, and once a week they would eliminate someone. And I entered kind of on a lark, because I was like, oh, I've been thinking about doing drag, I'll enter the Lip Sync for Your Life competition. And I did really well, and I kept doing well, and I was like, oh God, this is kind of a thing. And then I won, and I was like, well, shit, now I have to go do drag, like, out in the world, because apparently people think I can do this.
I love it. That's awesome.
So yeah, I was like a challenge to myself, and then it was like I double dared myself to do drag, and then I had to follow through, and now you're all stuck with me.
And we love it. We absolutely love it.
You tolerate it.
And you have one of the funniest taglines that I've ever heard.
Oh yeah, it's for everyone who doesn't know, it's Ariel Italic. We've met.
I love
which
it.
I say to a drag queen in the city at least once a week.
Because New York is so filled with drag queens that
it's filled with drag queens who don't know who I am. It's a weird thing. No one has ever heard of me. I don't get it. I get it.
Listen, I after this, at least one drag queen in Minnesota will know who you are.
Oh, I went to college in Minnesota. They'll love me there.
There you go. I love it. All right, so we're going to talk more to Ariel Italic on a future Drag is the New Spandex episode. But we wanted to play a game, and we figured this game was right up your alley.
Oh, you've heard about my alley then.
I have. So we're going to play. I need
everyone.
2 contestants, and we're going to do this.
Oh, I already see a hand raised.
Yes, come on up here. Come on
up here, top knot. Let's go.
Don't be scared. All right, I'm going to stand up for this.
Oh, I feel so popular. Hello, gentlemen. Tell me you know things about drag queens. Don't fuck me over here.
Yes.
Okay, great, good.
Kind of.
All right.
We're good. Oh, what do I have to do? Explain this to everyone, including me.
Okay. So I'm gonna have you come over here.
I'm gonna put my drink down.
Yes.
This is all right.
You can use my microphone once I've finished explaining this to you.
I can move this one up.
Or you can do that too. All right.
It's a non-equity show. We're good.
So this is what we're gonna do. If you've ever watched Hollywood Game Night, just imagine that I'm a tall blonde lesbian named Jane Lynch. Okay.
Yep.
You got that right?
Yeah.
Just stretch me out, and this fat becomes a long, skinny lesbian. This is fun because a lot of our listeners who watch this video have never seen what we look like, really. So this will be a great first time. Like,
I actually accepted this gig under the impression that you were Jane Lynch. So
I've been known to be a tall blonde lesbian from time to time. So what we're gonna do, this is kind of like Hollywood Game Night's final game, the celebrity name game, and they actually have a show hosted by some other dude on like some weird channel at 12:30 a.m. every night. So what?
Deep cuts.
Yeah. what Ariel's going to do, each of you is going to go one at a time. Okay, we're not going to alternate. We're going to do this one at a time. We're going to put 90 seconds on the clock, which I have to do while I'm trying to talk to you, which is always good. Multitasking is fantastic. So we're going to have 90 seconds on the clock. What you are going to do, Ariel, is you are going to try to get our lovely contestants to guess the drag queen name. But you cannot use their name.
Okay.
And you cannot use rhymes with.
Okay, great.
You can say it rhymes with this thing that blah, blah, blah. But you can't say rhymes with Drew Gall.
Okay.
Okay? I was trying to think of something that is not included in our game.
I caught that.
Oh, you have it? You're going to put 90 seconds on the clock? Brian is going to have our 90-second clock ready.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to be right over here. We're going to shimmy just a hair over.
All right.
And I'm going to put these slides up.
Great.
Let's have our contestants. Well, CJ is coming back for redemption.
You got this.
This is his revenge.
Oh, so wait.
It's his revenge episode. And then what is your name?
Chance.
Chance? Well, good to meet you, Chance. All right. So, CJ, do you want to go first? All right. All right. So, we're going to go ahead and we're going to present on this device.
All right.
Technology, not always our friends. Hi, everybody at home.
Ooh, okay, let's go.
All right. So, do we have 90 seconds on the clock?
Yes. I'm so excited.
Your time starts now.
Oh, she was the one. She's a comedy queen who got really bitter after the show. She's named after Greek mythology. She opened up a thing and set evil on the world. There we go.
There you go.
Oh, she was the queen who did stilts on the runway. She juggles things. Circus queen. She's a New York girl. It grows on the side of walls. It's a plant.
I do winter.
Yeah, there we go. She is super old school drag queen. Big blonde hair. Big fat lady. Super old. Bianca Del Rio's friend.
Lady Bunny.
There we go.
There you go.
Wow. Lady Bunny's friend that I just talked about.
RuPaul.
No, she won season 6.
Jinx Monsoon.
No, one after that. Always has perfect hair.
What's her name?
It's a Spanish for white from the river.
Oh my God, I know.
I literally said her name in the Lady Bunny
Bianca
quote.
Del Rio.
There you go.
There we go. Nevermore quoth the
Raven.
Yep, there we go. Nerd queen. Her name is a punctuation mark. She was on the last season. She didn't make it very far. She dressed up like Storm all the time. It's her one thing.
You can pass if you want.
Pass.
All right. We already talked about her. She won season 5. You said her name already.
Jinx Monsoon.
Time. Came after. All right, but you got 5. All right.
Spanish white from the river.
Look, was it inaccurate? Come on.
Not at all. All right. So you need to get at least 6 in this 90 seconds.
Okay.
To win.
Are you ready?
Right.
Yes.
I'm not looking.
Your time starts now.
Redheaded vagina.
Ginger Minge.
There we
There you go.
It's a state way up north.
Alaska Thunderfuck.
New York queen. Her last. It's hot chocolate and a country in South America.
Coco Montrese. No.
First part's right.
Coco.
She played Grand Theft Auto on YouTube. She was in.
Pass.
Oh fuck. Shit. It's Jesus' last name.
Christ. Peaches Christ.
There we go. She was in all the John Waters movies. That's the first part.
Divine.
And Amazing.
Grace.
There we go. I never heard of her.
Divine
either.
Grace.
Broadway queen. Ethel's daughter.
Merman. Oh no.
Yeah, Merman's right. Her first name rhymes with something Maples.
Pass.
She won season 7 that no one watched.
Violet.
Trinket.
Tchotchke.
There we go.
Violet Tchotchke.
It's a Korean food.
Kimchi.
There we go. She has the real clown paint. She's Katya's friend. They do together.
Oh, what the hell?
Tracy Martell.
A pass.
Last one.
Oh,
Time. Trixie Mattel was the last one. Trixie Mattel.
I know, the pressure gets on you. Your mind goes blank.
Varla Jean Merman was when he passed on.
Right.
It's okay, I forgot my name during this game, so.
And Miss Coco Peru.
I know,
Girls
right?
will be girls.
I'm embarrassed because I love that bitch.
It's okay. Once the clock starts, like, the synapses stop firing.
I've actually seen her live at Joe's Pub.
Stop bragging.
She is amazing. She was in Orlando a few months ago. She is fantastic. All right. Well, Chance, right?
Yes.
Chance, you are our winner. Woo! Just like Ginger Minge and Coco Montrese, you did not get your revenge. Sashay away.
Womp womp.
Brian will get you some prizes. Thank you, CJ.
You're both adorable.
Thank you, Chance. You did a great job.
Thank
Brian
you.
will get you guys. Don't walk in front of the camera, Brian. Exactly.
Yeah, shout out to your sponsors. What do you announce these things out loud? Your sponsors gave you free shit. Talk
We've
about it.
got some great stuff from Northwest Press. And, Dash. Dave Abersol. I love him. He's been on the show before. He's fantastic. Thank you to Northwest Press and Chris Cummins for bringing some great prizes. Ariel Italic, you've been amazing.
It was so much fun.
Thank you so much. Everybody give Ariel Italic a huge round of applause. We are totally going to do like a 14-hour marathon interview with you. Oh my God, we've got to plan it. I'm so excited. All right, the time has come for us to do our last interview and game. I'm like, who just wooed? You're supposed to go, oh, don't go. We were having so much fun. All right, fine. All right. It is with great pleasure. We are super excited to call this woman our friend now. After I don't know, some people would call it stalked. I call it, we lucked out and parked on the same side that they were hanging out after their show at New York Comic Con Presents 2 years ago, right? Yeah. 2 years ago, when it was this young lady, Jonathan Colton, Art Chung, and Neil Gaiman hanging out on the side of a building after their show, and we just happened, we're like, they're not gonna come out, let's just go home. And we turned the corner, and they were just hanging out there on the side of the building, because we didn't know there was a stage door to the Y. Who knew? But she's been on our show before, and we're super excited to have her back. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Ms. Ophira Eisenberg.
Hello.
I feel like the host at one of your comedy shows. Like at that point, I should be like, and I'm leaving. See you later.
No, that was great. That was like the right thing, and you said with the big bravado, it was perfect.
Yeah, it's fantastic. We're so excited to have you here.
Thank you.
So excited.
I enjoyed playing the game earlier. I'm happy to be back.
Yes. Now you're gonna do pretty much what you do on a weekly basis.
Okay. Good. Good. Comfort zone. I like a comfort zone.
I love it. All right. So Ophira.
Yes. Patrick.
We talked to you a while ago.
Yes.
What have you been doing since?
What has happened since I last saw you? What has happened? Did a whole bunch of shows with the Ask Me Another season is continuing with new people and new stuff.
So excited about that.
I breeded and made a baby.
Yay!
Yeah, I made
Who is adorable, by the way.
I have a little boy right now who's, I'm here, so he's at home alone. Poor kid. He's 10 months, he'll be fine.
It's New York, isn't that how it always goes?
My dog's there.
That's fine. What is his name?
His name is Lucas, after George Lucas.
That's right.
The dog is named Mocha. But I didn't pick that name. That was the dog. The dog is an ex-show dog, actually. The dog's an ex-show dog, and her name was the International Delight Mocha. We shortened it because we thought that was a little ridiculous.
I mean, it's tough when you're trying to call her over. International Delight Mocha, come here.
Yeah, exactly. After a creamer. But we named the kid Lucas. I mean, it's truly, my husband loves Star Wars more than life. So he was, but I like the name because I've slept with a lot of guys, but none named Lucas. So, there wasn't a memory attached.
Speaking of which,
yeah.
You have a delightful memoir.
Thank you.
Speaking of sleeping with many men.
Thank you, Pat.
And it is entitled?
The memoir I wrote is called Screw Everyone, Sleeping My Way to Monogamy. Spoiler alert is in the title. But,
spoiler alert, you found one person.
Yes, but, I did all right.
It's an amazing book, which I know that when we did our interview, we talked about it. Has anything come about of the option?
Of the film. You know what's so weird? So it's been optioned for 2.5 years, and I was like, well, clearly nothing's happening. And then 1 month ago, they renewed the option.
Ooh.
So it's still at large, people. I don't know what that means.
It's a fantastic book. If you're a physical book reader or an e-reader, get it and read it. If you love yourself some audiobook, or as Brian likes to call them, books on tape, get the audiobook because Ophira reads it.
I do.
And it is hilarious because you've got her comedic sensibilities in these amazingly funny stories. And it's just, it's a fantastic read.
They were all recorded early on a Sunday morning at a studio, and for 90% of them I was like brutally hungover. You'll hear that.
Which one you're talking about? People you've slept with in your past? Probably a good way to talk about that.
It was fine. It was totally fine. Yeah.
Well, and so you were talking about Ask Me Another.
Yeah.
It is such a clever mix of different types of games. There is no way to you can't pigeonhole it and say that it is one type of game or one type of thing. Where we love Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me.
Sure. Current events.
Yes, and that's what it is. It's your week's worth of events in a game show.
That's right.
But sometimes you just want to have fun and be silly, and
we are silly.
Have to wonder if something that you're asking is either an Enya song or
that was a recent one.
I know
That's
we were just listening to that recently, and or two other things. I forget what they were, but I heard Enya and he instantly turned to Brian and said, "You would rock this game," because he loves him some Enya.
We have one coming up that is it a Daniel Steele novel, a Talking Heads song, or a WrestleMania title? Let me tell you something about that, because we did some guessing games on the stage tonight, and I think we're going to do another one coming up.
Yes.
And the greatest thing about guessing games is it doesn't matter how smart you are about anything, you will always get it wrong. Guessing games they are, like, in theory, the easiest, but somehow it just stumps everyone.
Yeah.
Like, if you come in with knowledge, perhaps you could do it. If you have a word game brain, you can do anagrams.
Yep.
Or if you can do trivia, we find your expertise and you're going to nail it. But a guessing game sounds like a gimme. And it's the one that stumps everyone.
I feel like you guys, because in order to be a contestant on Ask Me Another, you email, you get this quiz, and you do all of this.
The process is, just to be clear, you fill out a very hard contestant quiz, and then we call you, if you did well, to make sure you're not fucking crazy.
Because
and then if you pass that, you get to come on.
I'm sure there is, if you were doing a Venn diagram of people who did well on the Ask Me Another quiz and people who are fucking crazy, there is a crossover.
Patrick, a couple have slipped through. And they have frightened me on stage, and I did never need to have them on the same stage as me again. I had a guy that, just people are very smart, and you get these smart people that are, have compartmentalized brains, and but they're not, they have no joy. They have no joy, all right?
Oh. So I know that we've been corresponding this week because you have had a crazy busy travel schedule.
Yeah.
What do you have coming up, or what have you've done recently that's going to be coming up, and for us to be able to enjoy in the near future?
So this week you can hear the show that we did in Nashville a couple weeks ago. We had Connie Britton as a special guest.
Ooh.
And Martina McBride.
Oh.
And then we went to Dallas, and we had Brooklyn Decker as our special guest.
Nice.
I know, she was hilarious.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And then I did a comedy festival in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, and nobody cares. And then I'm going to Toronto tomorrow to do The Moth. But then on Monday, thank you, The Moth is awesome. And on Monday, we're doing an Ask Me Another at the Bell House, and our guests are Javier Munoz, the new Hamilton.
Wow.
And also David Harbour, who plays Chief Jim Hopper on Stranger Things.
Wow.
I know, the cop. like the first scene of seeing that cop. If you watch Stranger Things, you love that guy, right? Did you watch Stranger Things? Yeah. So you see this messy apartment, the prescription drugs, the alcohol, the beer bottles everywhere, and then you're like, that's my guy. That's gonna be my guy.
You were like, wow, that just looks like last Friday.
Yeah, exactly. What is it, Tuesday afternoon? What's wrong with you? Get to work, you cop.
We were also partial to the guy that was at the diner, and then got killed shortly after he helped Eleven, because he was Danny. Benny. Oh yes, he was one burly bear that we loved. And then he got killed, and we're like, oh, well, never mind.
And he was the first person in the series that showed any compassion.
Right?
So you were really drawn towards him.
And then you knew he was getting screwed.
Yep, exactly.
He opened that door, and you were like, well, there he goes.
Yeah, bye-bye.
All right, well, are you ready to play a game?
Let's do it.
All right.
I've already actually made 2 people agree to be contestants.
Oh, I love it. I love
I'm
our
so happy
guests
to have them.
make other people come on up here. Come on up.
Yay! I saw these 2 guys, and I just knew they would be fun. They were sitting beside me. I do not know them before. We've never met.
My name is George.
George.
And my mom. It's Lucas. No,
Are you really Lucas?
No, just kidding.
Oh, okay.
Danny.
Danny.
I'm Ed.
Ed?
Yep, Ed.
And Danny.
Ed and Danny. How do you guys know each other?
We're boyfriends.
How long have you been together?
11 years.
No way.
Yes.
Well done. Yeah. Well done. Met in New York?
We met in SantaCon, actually. I'm not joking.
I love it.
Yeah, seriously, met at SantaCon.
What is?
No,
SantaCon?
SantaCon?
Do you know SantaCon?
Is this where like people
Not
just dress
Comic-Con,
up?
but SantaCon.
Is this where tons of men just come dressed up as Santa?
Yes.
Pretty much, yes.
Do they run through the streets?
Yes.
Because we have a Santa run in Orlando where a bunch of people dress up as Santa Claus but in like Speedos and then run through the streets. Do they do that at SantaCon? No.
Not so much.
Is this like full out like Santa suits? Or
It's full on men in red uniforms, yes.
Yeah, it's really fun.
So I literally fell in love with Santa, actually.
That's awesome.
Yes,
That
thank
is
you guys for
fantastic.
joining us. Hey, everyone, give them a hand. I made them come up here and do this, and they agreed.
All right. So can I just say, this is like the most awesome feeling. It feels like I am on a really low rent version of Ask Me Another right now. And it's fulfilling my NPR fantasy right this second. Thank you. Okay, so we're gonna play comics or comic books.
Ooh.
We're gonna take turns. You guys are gonna alternate. Ophira and I are gonna alternate asking these questions.
Okay.
So we're gonna give you a quote. You have to decide whether a comedian said the quote or a comic book character said the quote.
Oh boy.
All right,
Yeah.
so either comic or comic book.
Got it.
Got it? All right, who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
And I love your shirt.
Oh, thank you.
Absolutely love your stained glass apocalypse shirt. Could
Very
you
cool.
Step right over here for a second and then face where that light is. I love it. I'm just trying to get that on YouTube right now. There you go. That is fantastic.
It's amazing.
All righty. Ms. Eisenberg?
Yes.
Would you like to start off? Here, do you want to scoot over just a tad so that way they don't see the...
Yes, of course.
All right.
Okay, Danny.
Yes.
There we go.
If I weren't crazy, I'd be insane.
Comic book character.
Comic book character is correct. It was the Joker.
Woo!
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, comics just say that on the inside.
Now, do you like Ed or Eddie?
Sorry?
Ed?
Yes, that's right, Ed.
Okay. Well, you said Eddie. I like to make sure everybody goes by the...
Fine, Edward, whatever, it's fine.
Just don't call him late for dinner. Boom. All right. I'm sorry. I will not be doing stand-up anytime soon. All right. So Ed.
I like that one.
Here we go with yours. How many people here have telekinesis? Raise my hand.
Comic.
That is correct. Comic. Emo Phillips said that.
Emo Phillips. By the way, I don't know if you've seen Emo Phillips recently, but he's made a huge comeback, and he is amazing.
Really?
Yes. If you have an opportunity to see him, I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed. All right, Danny.
Yes.
Oh, I just, listen, technology is difficult, everybody. I just basically...
I hand this off to the
just
side,
screwed up
and it
the
comes back
entire
to me
thing.
with it.
This is the time where we talk about, are you... Oh, wait a second, nothing. Here we go.
We're quick on this.
Here you go, Danny. There is only one God, ma'am, and I'm pretty sure he doesn't dress like that.
gonna go comic book again.
Comic book character right here. It's Captain America.
Good job.
Captain America. You did it. You did it. Right. 2 for 2. Yeah, you were right there.
All right. Eddie, every time I say your name, I'm just going to do a different variation.
Change it every time. It's fine.
That's fine. All right, Eddie. Here is your quote. I'm not afraid to die. I just don't want to be there when it happens.
That's pretty good.
Comic book?
No, I'm sorry. That was a comic. That was Woody Allen.
Oh, it sounds like Woody Allen now.
It does, right?
Once we tell you who it is, doesn't it make so much more sense?
Yeah.
All right. Danny.
I'm ready.
The path of my life is strewn with cow paths from the devil's own satanic herd.
Comic.
Comic?
Comedian.
You want comedian?
Comedian.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I was comic book.
What's your final
Go with your
Comic book.
impulse. Go with your impulse.
I'm going to say comedian.
Comedian is correct. Rowan Atkinson said that. My life is strewn with cow paths from the devil's own satanic herd.
She was just trying to throw you off your game there.
It almost worked.
Yeah, I know, because I looked and you were like, I'm changing my answer.
All right, Edward.
Okay.
Let's see how. After this, I don't know how I'm going to change it after this.
There's Edward, there's Edmund. It's just endless. It's endless.
We'll figure it out. All right.
It's a tie right now, right?
I don't think you might be one ahead.
He is.
As of
He
right
is
now,
one
yes,
ahead.
he
He's
went
one
first.
ahead. Yes.
Yep, you got it. Yep.
All right. I don't have an Art Chung over here to
I'm
score.
on it. I'm on it, people.
All righty. Edward, here you go. What was it that John Lennon said? Love is the flower you've got to let grow. Let it grow already and quit trying to legislate it. What was it that John Lennon said? Love is the flower you've got to let grow. Let it grow already and quit trying to legislate it.
Comic book?
That is correct. Wonder Woman said that.
Wonder Woman said that.
Wonder Woman said that. I knew
In what
that.
context? Do you know in what
I
context
have not,
she said that?
I have not a clue.
That is like 200. Wonder Woman 200? Is that when she was smoking weed? Like, what's going on there?
That's when she went from Amazonian to lawyer.
Yeah, exactly.
It happens.
The edibles of the Amazon. All right. Here you go, Danny. The hammer is my penis. God, the number of times I said that.
Comic book.
Comic book, yes, it's Captain Hammer. He's very literal. Jesus Christ.
What?
Eduardo.
Captain Hammer. Who's Captain Hammer? I'm sorry, who's Captain Hammer?
I have no idea. It just sounds like something he would say.
Yes, please come tell us.
Joss Whedon, Neil Patrick Harris.
Oh, in the musical thing.
Dr. Horrible.
Thank you.
Which they made a comic about.
Ah, there you go. Thank you. Our Chung came to the stage after all.
We need clarification. Thank you. Alrighty, Eduardo.
Yes.
Here we go. We would not be here if humanity were inherently evil. We'd have eaten ourselves alive long ago. We would not be here if humanity were inherently evil. We'd have eaten ourselves alive long ago.
Sounds so serious.
I know,
comic.
that's like Wonder Woman
It's gotta
with
be
heroin.
comic book. I mean, yeah, comic book.
I'm sorry, that
Oh,
was a comedian.
come on.
Patton Oswalt said that.
Ooh. Yeah, he gets dark, man. Yeah, he gets dark.
He goes there.
Yeah, you see, but you got to do it right because we're reading it but his intonation might have been totally different, right? He could have been like,
we would have eaten
would
ourselves a
not
long
be
time
here.
ago.
Yeah.
Boom, boom.
Yeah, with the music and the. All right, here you go, Denny. I keep wanting to call you Denny because I know someone named Denny, but his name's Danny. By 4 o'clock, I've discounted suicide in favor of killing everyone else in the entire world instead. One of my favorite jokes. By 4 o'clock, I've discounted suicide in favor of killing everyone else in the entire world instead. That's a closer for a comic in Jersey.
I gotta say comic book.
Comic book, yes, you are correct. Spider Jerusalem from trans metropolitan. Yeah, clearly.
Isn't that your cousin?
Spider Jerusalem? Spider Jerusalem, I hung out basically in high school, and then we don't talk anymore because I got weird. Anyone else?
Alrighty. Edwin.
Yeah, Edwin. There we go. I knew you got one.
Alrighty. So our final question.
Uh-oh.
Got any magic in you? Would you like some?
Oh my God. Okay. Okay. To me, this is comedian sounding, so I might go with my personal thoughts. Comedian, comic, in other words. No?
I'm sorry. That is incorrect. That was comic book. It was Monica Rambeau from Next Wave.
Oh, but it does sound like the kind of thing like you would respond to a heckler to like get them on your side. Yeah.
You would think maybe
I could understand
maybe
that.
Penn and Teller, like in the middle of their show, somebody's like, "You suck."
So I don't know. I didn't really do the math at the end of the day, but I feel like it's a tie. I think it's a tie.
I feel like because you guys have been such amazing sports, and you're going home together, you win all of our prizes that are left.
All
of the prizes.
There you go.
Thank you, Eddie.
Thank you. Feel
Thank
privileged.
you,
Danny and
Danny.
Eddie.
You guys are great. You guys
Thank
are
you.
great.
Thank you guys. Big round of applause for Danny and Eddie. All right, and we welcome Brian back to the stage.
I've
Right?
never been in
You
this
guys.
position before. So fun.
You guys were amazing. Thank you.
How's it going?
I loved it. I loved it so much.
One more time, Rockbar, give a big round of applause for our special guest, Ophira
Thank you
Eisenberg.
very much, everybody.
Make sure that you check out NPR's Ask Me Another. When is it on here in New York? Because I know in Orlando it's on Saturday at noon.
WNYC is on Saturdays at 3 p.m.
Ooh, Saturday at 3
on the
p.m.
FM, and then on the AM it's on Sunday in the morning. And then, like most people, you would probably podcast it because you need to do things.
Yeah.
That's how we listen to it sometimes.
Pretty much. I have all the episodes, and when I go on drives or when I'm traveling somewhere, I'm like, and play.
Yeah, right. It's a brand new show too, so you guys should come on as contestants.
Oh my God, I'd love to. It's a dream.
We were so totally gonna do the quiz when you guys came to Orlando, and then we totally forgot.
Totally forgot. We're just like, oh wait, oh it's night. Yay. NPR One is the app.
That's right, NPR One.
All the podcasts.
Yes. And then you can also find it on Stitcher. You can find it on iTunes. Pretty much anywhere the podcasts are available, you can. But if you enjoy NPR, if you enjoy Ask Me Another, you want to check out more stuff, NPR One is their official app, and it actually does local suggestions. So you can find local shows on that app as well.
And if you're in New York, just come to the Bell House on Mondays, and you can witness everything live, including our special guests, like on Monday with Javier Munoz from Hamilton and David Harbour from Stranger Things. So just come by.
Does that mean that you can get me tickets to Hamilton now?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right.
I can get you tickets for the place down the street from Hamilton.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
They talk about Hamilton there.
Karen Burr's Bar? Is that a little bursary?
Burr's Bar.
Can you get me tickets to On Your Feet, which is in the theater right next to Hamilton? I'll take it. Anything I can. All right. Thank you, Ophira. It's been a phenomenal time with you.
Give it up.
Well, Rockbar, I think that does it for us.
Thank you guys so much.
It's time to get cruisy up in this bitch.
Whoa,
no.
no.
I'm sorry. No, it's only Tuesday.
Wait, tomorrow night's cruisy, though, if you want to come back.
Tomorrow night, they've got a drag show, a burlesque and boylesque show, and a jockstrap event going on. So, I mean, come on, there's lots of great stuff going on. You can check us out. Brian will be part of Chris Cummins' Doctor Who event at the Way Station in Brooklyn. Thursday nights, you can also find Ariel Italic in Brooklyn. Terra Firma.
Back here for Tales from the Toy Box with Chris and Bill.
Chris and Bill will be here Thursday night, Tales from the Toy Box.
Starting at 9 o'clock, so you have time.
After the RuPaul's Drag Race viewing party. So if you enjoy yourself some Drag Race and some geeky talk, come down here Thursday night. We'll be here.
Yep.
And we are so glad. This is our third year in some way, shape, or form, being a part of New York Comic Con week and being here at Rockbar. We want to thank you guys. We want to thank anybody that's been watching us, anybody that watches us later on or listens to this later on. Jason and the Rockbar staff, thank you guys.
Thank you. Thanks to all of our contestants. You guys are amazing. We wouldn't be able to do this without you.
And our two-time loser, CJ.
Oh, we love CJ though.
Sorry.
It's okay.
You're the Coco Montrese of our fan feud. It's okay.
Girl, you're so orange.
It's okay.
You're so orange.
You went from orange to soot to not being good enough to come back to the competition.
Oh. And if you like what we are doing here, flameonshow.com. You can listen to this episode here in the feed in a couple weeks. Flameonshow.com on Facebook, on Tumblr, on...
Just go to flameonshow.com.
Yeah, they're all there.
You can't see it at home, but you in the bar can see this is what our homepage looks like. Scroll to the bottom, and you can follow us on all of our feeds, all of our social media.
All that stuff. And our host network, Nerdy Show, we would not be here without them. You guys can check out all this great geeky content on their nerdyshow.com.
And if you enjoyed the show, and if you've listened to us more, or you go and listen to us when you go home and you're like, hey, these homosexuals are pretty funny. I enjoy them. Go to patreon.com/nerdyshow. That's what keeps our network going, keeps us free to listen to, and you can earmark a little bit of money, $1, $2 a month, to our show, and it will help us to keep on producing great things for you guys to listen to, and maybe even get us back here again next year.
Next year, just saying.
So thank you guys again so much. Give yourselves a big round of applause. Are you guys ready for Superhero Game Night, hosted by Rockbar?
I think they're getting ready back there in the back.
Yeah. Jason's like, God, I gotta do something. Rob, who was a contestant earlier, will be hosting, I believe. Yeah. Yes. Thank you guys again. All right, and with that,
flame on.
Bye.